Hello, aspirants. A very good morning to you. And today we shall be seeing what is dress etiquette. And if you're watching our channel for the first time, there are 3 more videos already there. Go and kindly watch it and then come back here. And you can always subscribe and press on the bell icon for notifications. If you're looking forward for a complete SSB training module, and that can be definitely given, you can always contact us on 93424-28234 CCD Academy. Colonel and Commander Defense Academy has given wonderful results in last 1 year, and there are a lot of people. To be really frank, the CCD Academy has sent out aspirants to every academy in the country. That is IMA, OTA Chennai, OTA Gaya, NDA, AFA, INA. So it has sent including Coast Guard also we have sent. So there is nothing like there is an academy. Now, dress etiquette, officer is always correctly attired. This is very, very important. As an aspirant, you must be aware of this aspect because when you go and present yourself in front of the SSB, this is mainly looked into it. First impressions are really important. Always dress up smartly, whether in uniform or out of it in the sense, even when you're dressing up yourself in a civil attire, you must present yourself very neatly. And in my tenure of 12 years, I've seen officers actually spending really well to groom themselves, and they normally buy good clothes and then they present themselves really. Appearance depends to a large extent on personal cleanliness as well. So how clean you are and how much interest you take on yourself. Along with this, your fitness and shape also matters. It is not only the external shirt or trouser what you wear, even your fitness also has to play an important role. So that shows how much interest an officer is taking to groom himself. It is obligatory for officers to possess all types of uniform as given in the uniform regulation and specified civilian clothes. So if you come into Navy, like there are so many number of uniforms which we wear for every occasion. So there is never a time that an officer says like he does not have this. Even when we go on temporary duty, we call the specific location and we find out what kind of uniform is expected to be worn during that particular time. It should not happen like I go to some location and I am not carrying a uniform for my duties. So it is always obligatory for the officers to inquire what is the dress regulation being followed in the new location where he's going on a temporary duty for maybe 1 day or 5 days or a month. So if you are trying to be an officer, you must take on really well for your personal grooming. You must groom yourself. You must concentrate on your fitness as well as shape. And then you must invest. I'm not telling you are supposed to spend. I'm telling you must invest on your clothing, which gives wow feel to others, which gives appearance to others, which makes others to feel great about your presence. Okay, so that you have to do. Similarly, the same is applicable for all the lady aspirants. If you're a lady, you must know how to conduct yourself. Now coming on to the second part of the video where sunglasses, goggles, coat may be worn when riding a motorcycle or an open vehicle. Pen and pencils are not to be seen attached to the uniform. They are worn out of. Normally, your uniform 8 alphas, like the white uniform, has 2 pockets here. You're not supposed to put your pens. If you're carrying a pen, you can always carry a diary or a handbag. You can put into that, or you can put in your trouser pocket, but not on the top. Similarly, you're not supposed to carry some cash or something which is shown like you're having a 500. Nothing is put on your uniform which is not suiting to the uniform standards. Side locks should not be extend below the earlobe. Side lock in the sense with this one. So this should not be extend below the earlobes. It has to always, this is the earlobe. It has to be at this level or it can be shorter than. It cannot be here, all those movie styles there. Mustache and beards, if kept, it should be neatly trimmed. It should not happen like it is all hairy. It has to be neatly trimmed and made. So that way, in Navy, actually, you can keep side beards and mustaches. You can take permission for it. And it is allowed as a naval officer to keep a mustache as well as a beard. In Army and Air Force, yeah, it is ideally not allowed. But if somebody wants to keep, then there is a separate procedure which you have to undertake. Maybe naturally, if you apply for it, if you just need to write a letter to your commanding officer and fair will, it will be addressed. You will be given a permission to keep it. There's nothing wrong in that. As a naval officer, you can always keep a mustache. Mustaches should fall below the lower lip level. So here it has to fall below. It should not be like this. It should not go upwards. It has to fall below. It has to fall. So that you have to keep in mind. Beard should be trimmed at the neck. So here it has to be trimmed, not be going around. It has to be properly. That is what they are trying to do. So in simple, ideally, you have to be in such a way that you are presenting yourself neatly, nicely in front of you. I'm sure I think I covered the general things. Now, coming on to the third part, wearing of caps. When reporting to a superior officer with arms, the cap kept on regardless of the fact whether the report is made indoors with your arms when you're meeting your superior officer, whether you are staying indoors, that is inside the office room or anywhere, your cap has to be. Aboard ships, officers are to uncover when passing through the captain or admiral's quarters, except when carrying a. This you have to understand. While traveling in a car or a bus in uniform, caps are to be kept on in case of prolonged journey. Like for example, if it is a short journey, then it has to be always kept on or within the premises. If you are going out of station, like from one location to another location, the journey is expected to be about an hour plus. So that time it can be removed with the permission of the senior officer. Cap should be put on before the vehicle enters the military area. This is what I'm trying to say. So when you're roaming in a military area in your bus, car, or coordinated event, so that time the caps has to be always. Caps are removed at burials, cremations, in religious places, and outdoor weddings. Normally, outdoor wedding, Christian weddings normally happens inside an office building. When you have a roof, caps are kept on and are to be removed while entering the office. Understand? So when you're entering the office space, it can be removed, but inside a building, it can be kept on. Caps are to be kept on in public places except inside restaurants. So it looks awkward and you will be having your food there. So that time it can be removed. But otherwise, in all public places, it has to be kept. Caps represents an officer's rank and should be treated with the same courtesy as it would do it to you. Don't put it under your seat for ever fold your caps and put it. Like, this is for officers first, this is just for you. And so with that, we are winding up today's session. And in tomorrow's session, we shall be covering what is good manners. So if you're liking this video, please like and please try put a comment so that we are happy that you've seen it rather than just watching and going. Rather, you can give a comment and you can. And tomorrow's video, we shall be covering about the good manners. And if you have any doubts about this, you can contact us personally. And if you're looking for SSB guidance, always call us on 93424. All the very best. And you can always press on the subscribe and notification.